Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. I'm Yetta Pearl. I thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. And I really appreciate when you like or comment or share, or certainly when you subscribe. It's still a pretty new channel, so I get really excited when, when I have new people. So I appreciate you for that. So this is your reading for June 28th through July 4th of 2021. So starting Monday through Sunday. And this is a general reading, and so as such, not every part of it will resonate for every person. Take what resonates, leave the rest, all good. Perfect. So this week we have just had a full moon. We're still kind of in that energy a little bit, but mostly we're through that. We're finished it. And we are just finished with Mercury retrograde. So yay, we're done with that. Now our communication can get back on track, and we can have hopes of good communication with the people around us. So that's awesome. Okay, so angels, what is it that you want our beautiful Libras to know right now for this week? So a couple more cards. So as always, this is your guardian angels talk to mine, and they give me your messages to give to you. So sometimes, you know, it's the card that is kind of the trigger for the message, but then the rest of the message that comes through is intuitive. They give me pictures, they give me signs, they tell me stories, they, you know, things like that. So sometimes I have to take a minute and interpret that and actually find the right words for it. So, but I try my best, and I try not to give specific meaning to it that would be, you know, filtered through myself or anything like that. It doesn't come from me, it comes through me. And so it's your angels always who are giving the message. Okay, let's see what we got here. Creation, celebration, innocence, relax, grandparents, and worth waiting for. Okay, this is awesome. So, grandparent, let's start there. Your grandparents are a key part to your life. So for some of you, your grandparents have passed on, and they are hanging around with you in spirit, and they're observing how well you're doing. They're always wishing you well. They've always got your back. For some of you, your grandparents are still here on the physical plane with you, and they, some of them, they really want a closer relationship with you. They just think that you're busy, and they think that maybe you won't want to bother and stuff. So it might be worth exploring. So your angels there's so many different messages. Like, oh my gosh, that's just flooding right in, because there's so many different scenarios, right? So for those of you who have a poor relationship with your grandparents, it's possible to heal that if you want to. If you don't want to, that is your choice. And your grandparents are aware of that. Like for some of you, it's not good situations at all, and you just want to stay away from that. And they're aware of that. They probably don't care, those ones, right? The ones that really do want to have more time and more, you know, relationship with you, it's probably worth your time to invest in them a little bit. You will get more out of it than you realize. That's really cool to know. So give it a go. Even if you set aside, you know, one afternoon a month or something like that for the people that live close enough to you that you can see them in person. If they're not close enough to you, well, you can have phone calls or video calls, things like that. You will be pleasantly surprised by how much value you find in building those relationships. You'll like it. Yeah. And your grandparents absolutely will love it. Yeah. So, and for some of you, you already have that beautiful relationship with your grandparents. Absolutely treasure them. Yeah, it feels like just a really warm, caring, loving feeling that some of you already have that relationship with your grandparents. And so you'll want to be keeping that and treasuring that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, wow, that was kind of the whole gamut of every kind of relationship. It's all about grandparents this time. And no matter what, like even if there is something that you feel requires forgiveness before learning, before continuing on with that, consider that seriously, because that offering forgiveness to somebody else, you don't even need to tell the other person you're offering forgiveness. You just have to feel it for your own self, in your own heart. And that keeps the poison away from you, which is, of course, only to your benefit, right? It's perfect for you. Okay. Innocence. What is it that you want to tell your inner child? When you were a child, think back, picture yourself, the things you were experiencing, the things that you were learning, the things you felt. Now, what would you like to tell your former child? That's when you were innocent. What would you like to tell yourself? It's a beautiful card. It's the sun shining through, beaming onto those children. And they're just having fun and exploring their world. Yes. So trying to bring yourself back to a place of innocence is very difficult, but it can be done to an extent, right? And what your angels mean by that is that you can cut the trauma from events, from things that you did learn, from things that happened to you. And therefore you come back more into center. You become a more happy person, somebody who does not have that baggage weighing them down, because you've cut the cords to that, right? So the more that you can forgive yourself and others and cut cords to that trauma and allow yourself to go forth with innocence, with an open mind, with curiosity, with just the desire for more learning, for freshness, for innocence, then the better you're going to be, the better you're going to feel. Yeah. Okay. So, what is it that you're creating? Libra, what's in your project book right now? What do you want? So really, that's more what this is about. What do you want? Figure out in your own thoughts. Discover what you actually want with your life, how you want it to be going, where you want it to be leading, and really, really create that in your mind's eye, in your dream time. So dream time being daydream or night dream, right? So really creating what you want and making the details and inviting those details to come to you. And that's a really great thing. So for some of you, this is specific things that maybe your work is very creative, that you work with your hands or you build things or stuff like that. So keep that fresh. Use the childhood innocence and keep that fresh so that there's new ideas flowing all the time and acting on the new ideas. Certainly you can continue to create the original ideas, if that's a good way to say that, but also allow the new ideas to come in and act on those. At the very least, use your mind and your thoughts to be creative, right? Okay. And so knowing that everything to do with that is going to work out perfect. Okay, so they're just showing me that this card also, so it does have to do with that, but it also has to do with a totally different subject. So for some of you, you've got a lot going on in your life. Like, oh my gosh, there are so many things that you're thinking about. There's work life, there's home life, there's spare time, there's kids, there's parents, there's other relationships, friends. Holy moly, like everything is going on for you guys. So when your angels say to you, relax, everything is okay, what's the first thing that pops into your mind? What topic is that? It's all going to be fine. So whatever is the thing most weighing on your mind, that's the heaviest, that you feel is kind of dragging you back and dragging you down, please try to release those worries because they are unfounded. Even though it feels very much in this moment like you have reason to be worried, you know what? It's fine. You're fine. Everything is going to work out. Keep the, the idea of what you want. Keep that active. How do you want this to turn out? Right? Keep that in your thoughts and then relax about it because everything is just fine. And your angels know, like they're always around you. They're always with you. They are always trying to assist you. So ask them for help and then allow them to step in and actually do the help. Receive the answers, receive the opportunities, receive the abundance in order to accomplish what you're looking for, and relax about that. They have the the umbrella look, right? Like they can see the whole situation where you can only maybe see this much, right? It's all good. It's all good. And trust me, it will be worth waiting for. It's not quite here yet. Everything is working out though. And there's no need for you to stress over that, no need to worry about it. The more patient you are, the easier you feel about it. So patience doesn't mean it takes longer. Patience means you feel easier about it, right? That you're not stressing over it. And no, just have the full knowledge and the trust that it's coming. It's so close and it's worth it. It's worth it. The wait is on purpose, right? Like there's things that have to line up before something can fully come to you. And that's how it's supposed to be. It's exactly right. Okay. So let's take one more card here. And this is from your daily guidance from the angels cards. Oh, two more cards. Okay, there we go. Okay, so again, there's nothing to worry about. It's time for you to take a deep breath and step back and just release that worry, Libra. Whatever it is that's been weighing on your mind, it's okay. It's okay. You can relax about that. Yeah, that's your ego. Ego likes it when we get kind of all uptight and I have to do this now and I have to hurry and oh my gosh, so the details and blah, 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 all that stuff. Ego likes that. We can't go anywhere and do anything without ego. It's part of us, and we wouldn't be who we are without it. But at the same time, you can just set ego aside for a bit and trust that this is working out exactly how it should. It's fine. So what will help you do that is to focus on service. So whatever you're doing in your daily life, whatever you're filling your time with, whatever you're learning about, allow that to focus on service. And so some of that will be directly service to yourself, but of course it's mainly to the people around us and the world around us, right? We all live together in this world. And so the more we focus on service, the more we allow that to really fill us up, the more we understand how good we feel when we can be of service to other people. The easier it is to do it, the more we understand that there is just enough for everybody. There's no need to hoard anything. There's no need to, keep yours because then somebody else might get more of yours. Yeah, whatever. Don't even think about that stuff. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. So the more you focus on giving of service, the more that the flow will also come back around to you and make it so that you can receive an equal amount to what you're giving. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Libra. So if you will hang around for another minute or two, let's offer some of that service to the world. Let's just give to everybody what it is they need, the high vibration, the food, the love, the water, the acceptance. Let's just give that to everybody, and then we can all prosper and thrive. Fabulous. Thank you so much, Libra. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll see you next week.